In order to keep your skills sharp, you need to exercise them on a regular basis, and these conditions were perfect to shoot an instrument approach in.
Airport runway 3575, just confirm you wanted us to begin all the speed at Seaver, correct?
Runway 3575, affirmative, thanks for checking.
Alright, thanks.
Install craft has a connected Signet 29 from Savannah to 1755 for Texas, available on ILS ForeFlight 36.
3001, 290 or greater.
Ready for frequency now. I'm going to kill the music because I'm getting close to the Bravo airspace.
Fort West, get down, runway 3685, flight level 250, descending 240.
Runway 3685, 4 center, roger.
And speed 290 knots for runway 3685.
Runway 3685, roger. Runway 3685, comply speeds of bridge.
Alright, let's brief the approach. Frequency is 109.35.
Descend via the Seaver 3 arrival, hold the 290 knots by caller reduction.
About 109.35 in both of our radios. Identify it.
We're descending via the Seaver 3 and we're holding 290 until you call the reduction. Runway 3223.
Not picking up anything yet.
001 now.
We'll identify that in a little bit. Approach course is 179.
Descend via the Seaver 3 arrival, hold 280 knots by caller reduction. Altimeter DFW 3.
We'll adjust that once we get closer.
Via the Seaver 3, we'll hold the speed and 3031 for American 543.
Citation 269, Tango Alpha, descend and maintain 9,000.
9,000 on Tango.
Runway is 7,000 feet long. Touchdown zone elevation is 576.
1250,
about 600 feet.
3685, good day.
ASOS 11992. 1992 in the standby.
Center Spirit Wings 893, 300.
Regional is 124.3. We're going to hand it off to 124.3 here pretty soon, most likely.
Knots at DFW Altimeter 3001.
300.
And we'll have tower in the standby ready to go.
Arrival 280 knots, Spirit Wings.
Ground, there's clearance delivery, Unicom, blah blah blah. Okay.
Number 269, Tango Alpha.
So as for the approach,
Approach 12502.
expect the Mauser lighting. And we are going to commence the approach at whatever altitude they tell us, because they're probably going to vector us for final. Up here.
3223, clear to bridge.
And when they say cleared for the approach, as soon they'll say maintain,
3223.
let's say 3,000. They'll say maintain 3,000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 18 to McKinney. They'll stay at 3,000 until I'm established on the final approach course, so until the needle comes off the stops. So, you know, when the needle's all the way over, pegged to one side or the other, you're not established. As soon as the needle comes off the stop, or comes off the peg, you're established, technically.
3209, resume the power speeds of bridge.
So once I get established on the final approach course, then I can take it up to 2,100 feet, indicated by the lightning bolt on here, right here, the lightning bolt arrow on the approach plate. Take it down to 2,100 feet, and I'll stay at 2,100 feet until I get to VLY, V-L-Y, which is the Melissa NDB. When I cross the Melissa NDB at 2,100 feet, we should be perfectly lined up with the glide slope. We should be on glide slope at that point. And then we'll begin following the glide slope down to the runway. Minimums, 776 feet, 1/2 mile visibility, which is 200 feet AGL. So we need at least 200 for the ceilings, and right now we have 900 for the ceilings, so good margin for that. As for the missed approach, if we do not see the runway by the time we get down to minimums, we'll go full power, initiate a climb, flaps up.
80991, contact approach 124.3.
Okay, 24.3 for 80991, good day. Regional approach, Skyhawk, November 80991, level 4,000.
Skyhawk 80991, regional approach advised. When you get to McKinney weather, they're landing runway 36, expected GPS approach.
We'll advise when we have the weather, and we are negative GPS on board today. We'd like the ILS 18 if possible for 80991.
991 on request.
Airport.
Automated weather observation 16.
We finish my briefing here, don't get distracted. So we go full power, carpet in, all that good stuff, flaps up. The missed approach is going to be a climbing straight out climb to 1,500 feet, and then a climbing left turn to 2,400 direct to the Melissa NDB, which is our final approach fix. We got our minimums, and we briefed the whole thing.
variable between 600 and 1,100. Density altitude
Heading 180 down
600.
to 2,000, Averitt 43.
McKinney National Airport.
Automated weather observation 1603. Zulu.
9 Tango Alpha,
Wind 090 at 05. Visibility 9er.
Averitt 43 is 4 from Niter, heading 160, maintain 2,000 until established on localized clear ILS runway 13 left approach.
Dew point
Heading
14
160, maintain
Celsius.
2,000 until established. Clear for the ILS 13 left approach. Averitt 43.
Remarks. Ceiling variable between 600 and 1,100. Density altitude 600.
McKinney
Get the winds.
National
One more time.
Airport.
Automated weather observation 1603 Zulu. Wind 090 at 05. Visibility 9er. Sky condition
090 at 05, visibility 9er. So we're well above minimums, and the wind is out of due east, and the runway goes north-south, so either way I'm going to have a direct crosswind. Let me know I have the weather. Regional approach Skyhawk 80991 has the weather at McKinney.
Good day, Skyhawk 991, expect the ILS 118 McKinney.
Expect the ILS 18 to McKinney 80991, thanks. I filed slant alpha equipment suffix, which means I have a GPS on board, but for all practical purposes, the database is not up to date on it, so I technically can't use it for IFR. And I definitely can't use it. I can use it for en route,
Just to be clear, 425 Delta
and there's some stipulation. I'm not going to quote it right now because I don't remember exactly what it is.
5 Delta Kilo, yes sir, you expect the GPS
But
runway 36.
I definitely cannot use this for GPS approaches. But I can use it as a secondary, or a first, primary radio, just like this guy, for shooting an ILS approach. I can do that. But he said expect the GPS runway 36, and I was like, I can't do that. I'm negative GPS.
5797 Charlie, we have a request.
Okay, request.
After Thor,
I have to do the
like to
ILS.
fly about a 120 heading for weather.
Roger, on request.
Thank you.
Skyhawk 991, turn right in 260.
Right to 260, 80991. Alright, right to 260, verify my gyro is correct, and start the right turn. It's just 100% completely white. I can see sky up there and stuff, but the clouds below me, I cannot see ground at all.
77 flying 23.
Solid overcast.
235 heading fast 370.
And because of that, I'm not going to trust the horizon that I kind of have right
5
here.
Delta Kilo, flying 25.
In fact, I think I'm about to go down into the clouds here. They kind of crop up. Yeah, I'm right on the edge of them here. Alright, 260 on the heading. I'm pretty much perpendicular with the runway here. There, we're in the soup.
At the heading again, I'm sorry, it was 250 for 5 Delta Kilo.
5 Delta Kilo, affirmative.
Alright, just holding her level, 4,000 feet, staying on heading.
9 Tango Alpha, descend to maintain 3,000.
At this point, just doing what I'm told. When he says cleared for the approach, cleared ILS runway 18, that means I can start following the instructions on the approach plate.
30 to rejoin. You want to continue the approach from there or come out and try it again?
Yeah, we can be, I think we'd try to rejoin from here.
Constant cross-check between the instruments, constantly scanning them. I'm using my attitude indicator as home base, and I'm jumping from attitude indicator to everything else.
9 Tango Alpha, turn 10 degrees left.
Making sure all the instruments agree, make sure nothing blatantly disagrees with another instrument.
Delta Kilo, cancel your approach clearance, maintain 2,000.
Checking my suction over here, my suction's sufficient. Engine's in the green, everything looks okay.
And we're climbing, we're staying, maintaining 2,000, 425 Delta Kilo.
Doing good. Alright, he's starting to vector me for the approach. I'm not going direct to the airport anymore, so I'm going to go to procedure and activate vectors to final. And then if he tells me otherwise, like if I need to intercept at another heading or at another point or something for whatever reason. Alright. The ILS is active now. We're on VLOC, so let's identify it.
Number 9 Tango Alpha, you're 2 from Niter, turn left heading 160, maintain 2,000 until established localized cleared ILS, runway 13 left approach.
Got to read the Morse code to make sure it matches what we hear.
Cleared ILS, 13 left approach, Niter Tango Alpha.
That matches on the first radio. Let's check the second radio.
Tango Alpha, contact low tower 123.7.
Identified. Both of them are accurate.
Yeah,
So we're receiving,
Kilo, flighting 180.
we know that we're receiving the proper station on both radios.
November 991, flighting 270, descend and maintain 3000.
Okay, 270, I'm heading down to 3000 for 80991.
That's 2787, turn right heading 180.
Right to 270,
2787.
down to 3.
Approach Camjet 514 at 5,000.
He's about 100 RPM of power out.
Jet 514, regional
A
approach.
little bit
13
rich
left,
on the
13 right.
mixture. A little bit more rich.
Jet 514, expect runway 13
We
left.
just popped out of that little layer there, and then, alright, now that we're most likely on our last approach frequency, so I'm going to put in McKinney Tower 11882. Keep this descent going.
Line approach Southwest 3173.57, level 1 and 5.
We're going to take it down to 3,000, and that's probably going to be my final altitude before he clears me for the approach.
Boeing 737, descend and maintain 3000.
Inside down to 3000, 2787.
3,000,
Alright,
290.
coming down through the clouds, getting ready to start the ILS. I'm going to get my landing light on. I want other aircraft to be able to see me once I break out of the clouds, and I don't want to be digging with trying to turn my light on when I'm breaking out of the clouds, so I'm just going to turn it on now.
Approach Southwest 3091 with you 5000.
Remember 991, turn left heading 200, intercept one of my 18 localizer.
Turn left is 200 to intercept 80991. Way to go, regional approach. That was a on-point turn. They should clear me for the approach here pretty soon.
The 9913 from Melissa, cleared ILS runway 18 approach, McKinney.
Cleared ILS runway 18 to McKinney 80991.
Southwest 3173, flighting 180.
180, Southwest 31.
Alright, we're clear for the approach.
Southwest 2787, reduce speed to 190.
For the 190, 2787.
Now that we're clear for the approach, we can take her down to
514, turn left heading
2,100.
Maintain 2000 until you're established on localizer, cleared ILS runway 13 left approach, 4 from Niter.
Okay, left to 160, 2,000 till established, clear for the ILS 13 left, Camjet 514.
Cessna 991, contact McKinney Tower 118.82.
118.82 for 80991. Thanks for your help.
Yeah. Southwest 3091, flighting through.
And we'll come down Alpha, 425 Delta Kilo.
Fingers 0 Bravo Kilo, turn left on Bravo, turn right on Bravo 1.
Bravo 1, Bravo Kilo.
McKinney Tower, Skyhawk number 80991, descending through 2,700 on the ILS runway at 18.
Dog 80991, McKinney Tower, continue on the approach.
Continue for 80991. Alright, we're gonna go get our carb heat out. Our RPM's getting pretty low. Alright, intercepting the localizer, intercepting the glide slope here. And just watching the instruments, monitoring the airplane.
Kilo, you up tower.
Keep those needles centered.
King 850 Bravo Kilo, McKinney Tower, runway 18 clear for takeoff, Cessna on a 6-mile final.
18 clip takeoff, Bravo Kilo.
Alright, both my CDIs agree. That's good. Alright, boost.
Cessna 991, clear to land, 18, departing to King Air now.
Clear to land, runway 18, 80991. Alright, about to come up to our final approach fix. Alright, boost cal carb is out, gas on the fullest tank, undercarriage is down, mixture. Prop power straps are fastened, and I'll tighten it. And flaps, straps and flaps. Get down in the wide arc and we'll add our first notch of flaps here soon. Starting to get dark down here in the clouds because we're getting deeper, further away from the sunlight, kind of like going down in the ocean. There's the final approach fix.
King Air 50 Bravo Kilo, contact region on departure. Have a good flight.
Have a good day, sir. Bravo Kilo.
Little bumpy. First notch of flaps, hold 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, Gave us a little extra lift, a little bump of lift. Alright, 1,800 to go, so that's about, or 1,800 rather, 1,000 feet to go. 1 dot deflection above glide slope. Looking good. We can reduce power just a little bit. We're right on the localizer. Reduce power just a tiny bit. Bring that nose up, get the airspeed down, and we're just chasing these needles right here. 1,600 feet, 800 feet to go. Little shot of power. Starting to break out of the clouds. I'm not going to look at the runway yet. I don't see it. Stay on glide slope, stay on localizer. We still do not see the runway. Now I see the runway and we're starting to get below the clouds, but that doesn't mean I'm going to totally go visual and not look at the instruments anymore. I'm still going to chase the localizer and the glide slope here. We're crabbing quite a bit. Alright, boost cow carb. Gas on the fullest tank, undercarriage, mixture prop power, straps, flaps. It's a stiff wind out of the east. That ain't no 5 knots. Alright, starting to reduce power. Get ready for the flare, so I'm going to give it about 3 swipes of trim up. That'll help slow us down. I'm doing about 75 knots here. I'm going to start to put it into a little bit of a slip. So right rudder, left wing down because the wind's coming from our left. And I'm going to go power to idle. I want to touch the left main wheel first. Just let the airspeed bleed off. Perfect. Right main on the ground, and there's the nose gear. Down the brakes a little bit so we can make Bravo 2. Wonderful.
Cessna 991, where you parking?
We're going to the Air Center 80991.
Roger, turn right at Bravo 2. Taxi over to the ramp, and then down Alpha to the FBO by the tower.
Okay, exiting Bravo 2 and go to Alpha to the ramp 80991. Alright, we're off the runway. Very good. Good job, Josh. Alright, so strobe lights coming off, carb heat in, flaps coming up, and we're going to lean the mixture. That ILS approach was good. It could have been a little better. I started to get a little distracted there near the end, but I kept it composed, kept the airplane under control. That's the biggest thing, is keep the airplane under control. If you stop paying attention to these instruments, the airplane's going to get away from you and get out of control, and that's where you can get into a lot of trouble. That crosswind landing though, that was like textbook. Touch the left wheel first, then the right wheel, then the nose. Good times. Alright, so now I'm going to chill out here for a little while and wait for the weather down in San Marcos to clear itself out so I can go home.